Last month, my family stayed at Aulani, a Disney resort and spa on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. As with any Disney vacation, we had a great time, but we had done some research beforehand, and when we got there, things weren't exactly what we expected them to be. So these are the top 10 things I think you should know before going to Aulani. Number 1, rent a car. We spent the first 6 nights of our vacation in Waikiki Beach and had a rental car, but we had read that there were affordable restaurants and shops within walking distance of Aulani, so we turned in the car before we went to Aulani. We didn't have it for those 4 nights, and we realized pretty quickly that this was a mistake. We ended up trying to get another car, and there wasn't one available for 3 days. Number 2, shops and restaurants within walking distance. So yes, there are shops and restaurants across the street from Aulani that you can walk to. However, they're not quite what we heard they were going to be. We heard there was a Target nearby and all of this, but we never really found the Target. The shops across the street were little boutiques, and there was some surf shops, but not a whole lot. There was one little ABC store that had like convenience items and things. And then there was a t-shirt shop, which I would recommend, called Aloha Kings. They're a local business, and all of their shirts are inspired by things around the islands. So like there was a shirt that we're using an old picture from Diamond Head, and things inspired by the like, Polynesian Cultural Center. And those were all super cool. They sell local candies and ice cream, and the staff was super cool, all really nice, and took the time to like talk to us about everything with the shirts and the candies and everything, gave us free samples. So definitely check them out. There were a couple of restaurants, but they weren't any more affordable than the food at Aulani. We ate at Monkey Pod and at the pizza place, and both were fine. Just as good as Aulani. There was also this cute little coffee shop. I think the most important part of this, though, is to note that everything within this shopping center closes between 8 and 9 o'clock. Number 3, arrival. So when you arrive at Aulani, you are greeted by a cast member who will ask for your name, or the name of the party, and they will radio to the desk that your ohana has arrived. Then the girls will get a purple flower lei. Maybe depending on the season that changes, but we got purple flower leis, and the boys get kukui nut leis. They'll give you some citrus water, and then they'll put stickers on your luggage with your information on it, and they'll hold your luggage until your room is ready, and then when it's ready, they'll take it right up for you. Ours didn't take all that long. Number 4, stores in Aulani. So when you walk into Aulani's main entrance, if you turn left, you'll find the souvenir store. This is like a souvenir store you'd find at any Disney resort, and it's where I got my Aulani Alex and Ani bracelet, along with like photo albums, shirts and hats. I got a pin there, and I got Pua. And then if you continue on down that hallway, you find the more expensive shop, which is where I got my Crisloo Minnie Mouse ring and my Aulani exclusive Dooney and Burke, which I'm like obsessed with. Look how cute that is. This store also sells the elevator music on CD, so we bought that too. Number 5, dining at Aulani. Aulani has multiple quick service restaurants. They all offer pretty much the same kind of thing. Burgers, hot dogs, nachos, chicken fingers, that kind of stuff. We got one of the $20 refillable mugs, which made sense. It worked out really nice. We were there for 5 days, and you can fill it up with whatever you want from the soda fountain for the entire time you're there. The Ulu Cafe has more to choose from. You can order pizza there from between like 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. And then after that, it closes, along with everything else. Everything at Aulani, pretty much the restaurants and things close around the same time as the things across the street. But the stores do stay open till, I think, 11. We had made reservations for Ama Ama so that we could eat there and see the sunset, because we had heard that the sunsets in Ko Olina are supposed to be insane. And I had seen photos and videos of it but it must depend on the time of year because the sunset was not all that spectacular while we were there. Also, sunset was at 7:15 and our reservations were for 8 o'clock because that's when we had heard would be a good time to see sunset. However, entire island of Oahu, while we were there in July, was pitch black by 8 o'clock. Complete darkness. So we didn't eat at Ama Ama. The Ulu Cafe and Lava Shack have Mickey bars and Mickey ice cream sandwiches, which are an important part of any Disney vacation. I had 2 Mickey bars while we were there, cause you gotta. And the Lava Shack is the 24-hour soda fountain for the refillable mugs. Number 6, characters. Goofy likes to hang out near the lazy river, and I spotted Minnie by the slides one day. One night I was walking back to the room and happened to run into Moana. So the characters are walking around a little bit, and you can stop them and ask them for a photo. But the surefire way to meet who you're gonna want to meet would be to check the iwa for the number. The iwa is the newsletter that they send every day, and it has a phone number on there. You call them, and a recording tells you which characters are going to be out, what time they'll be out, and where to find them. So that's how I met Moana and Stitch. Goofy also plays with the kids in the pool at the pool party at 2 p.m. And one day we happened to catch part of dance party that they had out at the pool with Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and maybe the Chipmunks. But I didn't get to see the whole thing and I never saw it again. Number 7, Lagoon. Aulani is located on a man-made lagoon. The water was quite a bit colder than the water in Waikiki Beach. It's also super calm, so if you wanted to try paddleboarding and you're not very experienced, I would recommend trying it here because you're not gonna get knocked off by any waves. Number 8, character breakfast at the Olelo room. On our last morning, we had breakfast in the Olelo room where we met Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. The breakfast there is a buffet, like with most of the character breakfasts around the Disney parks. And the food was a mix of Disney favorites like Mickey waffles and Hawaiian favorites like pineapple with Lee Hing, which is so good. Oh my gosh. We had to bring home some Lee Hing powder. I have to say, Disney has the best pog juice. I had it at the Grand Floridian a couple of years ago, and then they had it at the Olelo room, and it is so good. It's the best pog juice on the island. Number 9, the lounge. Our flight home was in the evening, so we were able to check out and leave our luggage at the desk, and then we received a one-time use only key for the lounge, so we could spend our whole last day at the pool and then clean up and head to the airport, which was awesome. Number 10, do not take a cab from Waikiki to Ko'olina. It'll cost you over $100. So those are my 10 things to know about staying at Aulani. It's a really cool resort, and if you're looking for relaxation, this is the place to do it. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to hear more about my Hawaiian vacation, let me know in the comments. And I will see you next time.